Jason Boyle here outside the Oconee County Sheriff's Department on Valentine's Day 2025. This morning at 2:30 in the morning, there's a report that 29 shots from an assault rifle were fired at Jason Alderman's house. The Oconee County Sheriff showed up in force, shined spotlights on his house, and yelled down at his house through a bullhorn, requesting that he come out of his house. He could be seen from outside the house hiding, apparently. And he did not come out of the house as far as I can tell. My connection lost contact at some point out of fear that they could be uncovered. So we are hoping to get some reports on what exactly happened at his house. Additionally, today I will be filing 3 officer complaint forms. I filed these complaint forms in the past. These are related to Jimmy Dixon, Mike Crenshaw, and Jordy Jamison, who in combination worked to cover up the crimes of Jimmy Dixon and Barry Owens and potentially others. I do not believe the complaints that I filed in the past were filed appropriately. I believe they were buried in the trash can. And so I'm going to file them again and this time document them and later file a FOIA request to expose that they were filed correctly. Hey, so I'm going to do a couple of things today. One, I need a Freedom of Information Act on that event at Jason Alderman's house this morning. Did you hear about this?
What? They're talking to me. Did I hear about it?
Yeah, Jason Alderman shot 29 rounds out of an assault rifle at 2:30 this morning, apparently just to piss off his neighbors, and then 4 to 6 Oconee County Sheriff cars showed up, shined spotlights on his house, and got on the bullhorn.
Okay.
People could be heard, the police officers through the bullhorn, saying that they could see Jason Alderman in the house and he was hiding and he was refusing to come out. So just from a news perspective, I just want the rest of that story. I'm going to file a Freedom of Information Act. In April of 2024, I filed officer complaints against Crenshaw, Jimmy Dixon, Barry Owens, and Jordy Jamison. I then later filed Freedom of Information Act requests, and those complaints were buried. Because in South Carolina, officer complaints are public record.
Okay.
Investigation into the complaints are not public record.
Okay.
So this time, I'm filing these complaints again. Again, there's 3 complaints. One against, let's see, this one is against Mike Crenshaw. This one is against Jordy Jamison. And this one against Jimmy Dixon and Barry Owens. And so I would like to see these end up properly filed. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a little bit of time, and then I'll come file a Freedom of Information Act request and make sure that those got filed properly, because I'm pretty sure last time they just got thrown in the trash can. And then if I could get 2 more Freedom of Information Act requests from you. Do you have the blank forms?
Jason, I'm going to be completely honest with you. This is my first time working at this.
No, you're all right, man.
Let me see. Let me get some help from these ladies, okay?
All right, thank you. So this is a Freedom of Information Act request for all of the information regarding the events at Jason Alderman's house this morning, as well as all the events at his house from the last 3 years. I'm turning that in now. It's documented. Thank you. I doubt anything productive will come from that, and I imagine the report of Jason Alderman's house will be mostly barren of any content, but luckily we have an inside connection on that. We'll get the rest of the story with time.